Welcome to the Elder Scrolls Modding News, a weekly report on the fascinating world of Elder Scrolls modding. I know, it's been a while as we had to focus on the quest design and writing series for a month or so. Now that we have a dedicated slot for those videos, Elder Scrolls Modding News will continue on Saturdays as usual. In today's episode, we test a Skyrim mod that enables you to cast spells using a hotkey. We then brew some piping hot tea that will aid you in Skyrim's cold weather. And finally, we check out 3 new villages that have appeared in the world of Skyrim. In the Morrowind world, we check out a quest mod that takes place in Gnisis and also test a quality of life mod update. Finally, we are introducing a new segment, Community Chatter, where we will explore the latest discussions within the Elder Scrolls modding community. The document with all links is available for your reference. Without further ado, let's get started. Cast spells as lesser powers. Oblivion-like spellcasting by AndrealletiusVIII enables the player character to cast spells using the lesser power hotkey. Yes, you can cast spells when both hands are not free. Let's check out some features of this mod. Essentially, this mod uses the voice slot to cast assigned spells. Casting animations are also included. Sounds are played when casting these spells. Concentration-based spells work fine too. Let's test this mod, shall we? Alright, we are in the beautiful town of Helgen, which is reborn. Once we install this mod, we get a bunch of powers, as you can see here. A memorized voice spell is used to assign spells to 10 slots, and here are the slots. I have already assigned slot 1 to a healing spell. So let's assign a Conjure Dark Seducer spell to a slot. Activate the memorized voice spell power and select 2. As you can see in the top left corner, we have a notification. The spell has been assigned to slot number 2. Now, Mr. Veros Nereti will hold a shield in one hand and a staff in another. Let us select slot number 2. And that is our conjure. We do not have to open a menu, select and cast a spell. All we did was to hit the Z key to activate our lesser power, which casts the spell. Amazing! Now, let's select the first slot, which is bound to a healing spell. Veros Nereti has a shield and a staff, and yet was able to heal himself easily. I love it!
You looking for something or what?
This works for great swords too. Perfect for a character using two-handed weapons. Now, let's bind a concentration spell to slot number 10. We select the slot and hold the Z key to cast the flame spell. Cool! We can use the great sword and cast the flame spell without even looking at menus. Perfect! Now, let's assign a rune to slot number 8. Let us select the slot. It works beautifully. Casting runes on the fly like this will be a lot of fun. Here we have assigned the sunlight beam spell to a slot. And using the great sword constantly, we are able to send out beams of sunshine to burn those skellies. Hilarious! Cast spells as lesser powers, Oblivion-like spellcasting is an incredible mod that adds a wonderful system to Skyrim which was present in earlier games. This mod will always remain in my load order. Thank you AndrealletiusVIII for such a cool idea. Your mods add so much to Skyrim and this one is another banger. Food and Drink Brewing Tea by Tathrin enables the player character to brew hot cups of tea to warm up while exploring Skyrim's snowy shores. This is perfect if you play in survival mode. Essentially, the mod adds several varieties of tea that can be crafted at the cookpot. Of course, there are no genuine tea plants in Skyrim, but the mod author uses logical recipes based on existing alchemy ingredients. From a nice plain herbal tea to more exotic brews featuring taproots or moon sugar, it's time for your character to settle down with a hot kettle and a hearty sign of contentment. Let's test the mod now.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Alright, let us examine these tea recipes in this cooking pot. We have all the teas here: taproot tea, herbal tea, mountain flower tea and more. All of these teas increase warmth, stamina and also add a magical effect based on the ingredient used. Snowberry tea restores 200 cold, increases the regeneration of health and stamina and resists 20% fire damage for 200 seconds. I feel some of these effects are OP a bit too much, but use them sparingly and mostly only in emergencies and you will be fine. Oh no, our dude here is chilly. Time to drink some tea. He is comfortable now. Love it. In vanilla Skyrim, you can craft hot soups, but the problem with them is that they need fire salts, which are a hard to find ingredient. So crafting teas using simple alchemy ingredients is a better alternative. Food and Drink Brewing Tea will always remain in my load order. Amazing work by Tathrin. Thank you for your efforts in giving survival mode players more options. Schlitzohr, the prolific mod author, has added 3 new villages to Skyrim's world. These villages are Northkeep in Falkhurst, which is located north of Cracktusk Keep, Lillemyr in Halfingar, located near Solitude around the abandoned shack, and Pargran in Eastmarch to the west of Muzzulft. Schlitzohr's mods are awesome as they get back villages, towns and cities from Elder Scrolls Arena in the world of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. If we take a look at the map of Arena, we find the towns of Northkeep and Pargran. Lillemyr is the mod author's creation. Most of Schlitzohr's mods adds NPCs with unique dialogue along with scenes between them, and more importantly, quests. This makes Skyrim feel more lived in. If you want to get a sample of Schlitzohr's work, check out my video on Falkhurst, where I test and review all the quests that were added for that village. I will leave the link in the description. The quests in Falkhurst are top tier quality in my opinion. Northkeep, Pargran and Lillemyr don't have any quests at the moment, but do track them as they will get updates and quests later. Thank you Schlitzohr for your continued efforts to enrich the world of Skyrim. I love your mods so much. Reclaim Gnisis by Alxemical is a quest mod that takes place in Gnisis. This mod adds choices and consequences. You can join the Imperial Legion in Gnisis or join those who want to drive them out instead. Let's take a look at the start of this quest, shall we? Alright everybody, welcome to Gnisis. So we need to visit a person named Hetman Abel-Mavia. Okay? Hetman Abel-Mavia, exactly, that's his name. And he lives at his hut, right? So we have Nals, Laura and Luce, and they will go and talk to him to start this quest. So Hetman Abel Mavia, he lives here. What a name, I love that name. Hetman Abel Mavia.
What do you want?
Phenomenal name, right? I mean, why do you get such names? Amazing. Alright, greetings Nals Otruvel. You are not in the Legion, are you? On behalf of the people of Gnisis, I humbly ask for your help. The murder of Mansilamat Vabdas has been brought to my attention. Right, so this is how you start the quest, okay? And this won't come up if you are a member of the Legion. So, luckily, Nals Otruvel is not a member of the Legion, so he can chat with him about this. Yes. Yes, he was murdered. I hope you can help us. However, the Imperial Legion is involved in this. Therefore, I must ask you whether if you would ever want to join the ranks of the Imperial Legion as a recruit. No, never. Interesting. I remember your words. There are many here in Gnisis that want to hear your opinion of the Imperial Legion. Through Dunmer and Wa alike. You've chosen the right path. Now please speak to the widow Vabdas. She lives in a hut just west of the city gates. She will tell you more about what happened to her husband. Bye. And that's how we start the quest. So, murder of Mansilamat Vabdas. House. Oh, it comes under House Redoran. That's interesting. Although we have not joined the House Redoran. After I told Hetman Abel Mavia that I would not want to join the Imperial Legion, he asked me to talk to the widow. Right? So, that's how we start the quest. And the quest is working in OpenMW. And I was kind of worried that this quest won't work in OpenMW, but it's working fine. Vabdas hut. Alright. Okay, Mansilamat Vabdas. My husband was murdered by a legionnaire. The egg mine was closed by the Legion, but we had no fresh Kwama eggs, so he went into the mine to get some. Now the Legion also wants to steal my land after having already taken my dear Mansilamat from me. I hope that House Redoran will protect me from those murderous and thieving Enwa. If you want to help me, go to the mines, find out the truth. Hitman Abel Mavia can help you enter the mine. Alright. Gnisis egg mine, so we got to go there. Okay. So this is how you start the quest. Okay, I just want to test it in OpenMW. So it's a mod that was published in 2016 and recently got an update, you know. So I really was doubtful if this will work in OpenMW, but looks like it's working fine. Let's see if we can chat with this guy. We need to enter the egg mine to investigate the murder. Of course, take this pass and show it to the Legion guard in front of the mine. Right. So we need to go there and investigate the quests. I won't document the entire quest. I just wanted to document the start. I don't want to spoil the quest. And I wonder if there are any branches. The mod author says that it has choices and consequences. You can join the Imperial Legion or join those who want to drive them out instead. This mod is awesome and a pretty cool addition to the town of Gnisis. Have you guys played or tested this quest? Do share your observations in the comments. Thank you Alxemical for a cool addition at Gnisis. Spells Bookmarks OpenMW by Implawyer adds a UI interface that allows bookmarking spells for easy and quick access. Essentially, you can bookmark your favorite spells for easy access. Let's test this one, shall we? Alright, when we install this mod, we have an option here in the scripts section in OpenMW. We have the mod listed here, Spells Bookmarks. Open magic window. Show window when opening inventory. So let's open the inventory and you have a new magic window here. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? This lists all the spells that we have, that this character has. It's restored. So let's try to favorite restore companion, right? Let's do that. That's a favorite now, since you have it in the favorites list. Okay, awesome. Restore fatigue. Yeah, let's get that. And shield. Yeah, Serene's elemental shield. We're going to use this. This is a defensive shield. Let's favorite that. And let's get water breathing and water walking. These are some spells that we use all the time, right? Get those. Now, I think the best thing to do is to make the spell window smaller, and I guess add this new magic window here. Okay. So your favorite tab will always have your favorite spells that you use all the time, right? Super cool. Spells and amulets and scrolls. Oh, super cool, right? Wow, this magic window is awesome. Okay, so now let's set this as favorite. I would like to also set an amulet or a belt or any enchanted item as a favorite. I can't do that. Okay. But at least you have tabs now, you don't have to search through a long list like before. So we have a tab now, so that makes sense. And all the scrolls are neatly organized in a separate tab. Scrolls. I like it. Love it. Thank you, Implawyer, for such a cool quality of life mod that will help everyone playing Morrowind. Alright, let's find out what the Elder Scrolls modding community is up to. A recent thread on the Morrowind subreddit highlights the enthusiasm of a poster who's extremely happy to discover that a Morrowind fandom is still thriving in 2025. Right? Morrowind is well and truly alive even after 20 years. That's crazy. As a Morrozoomer, I thank my forebears for keeping this fandom alive. This person says Tamriel Rebuild really helps. I totally agree. It definitely feels like Morrowind is getting DLC-sized updates every year or so. For free. Isn't that mind-blowing? Kudos to the Tamriel Rebuild team, but we also have lots of Morrowind mod authors who make quests and gameplay mods. Kudos to them too. And let's not forget the OpenMW team, a bunch of legends. This person says this is the only Elder Scrolls game I like because more abstract games are captivating. A reader responded suggesting Elder Scrolls 6 should compel players to read and navigate using in-game clues rather than relying on the compass and map markers. I totally agree with this sentiment. There is a reason why even simple fetch quests of Morrowind are far more engaging than such quests in Oblivion or Skyrim. You have to read the journal, you have to pay attention to dialogue, you have to know the game map and navigate your character. All of that is gone with map markers. Man, I really hope Todd has an epiphany about this, but I doubt it. Games nowadays are geared towards the mass market. It's very sad. Now, we are looking at this post from the Oblivion modding community, and this person returned to the game after launch hoping the modding community had improved it, but found that the original bugs remained and performance hadn't improved. They also criticized Bethesda for not developing an official mod kit for the game. Now, not releasing modding tools for Oblivion Remastered has severely hampered the longevity of the game. So many more authors tried to port their mods from classic Oblivion, but have abandoned their plans. This person says the number of updates Oblivion Remastered got also was pathetic. I share this sentiment. I believe that Skyblivion is a definitive way to experience Oblivion for the next 20 years. Given the vast and talented Skyrim modding community, we can expect an abundance of new content, add-ons and overall improvements. This person says Oblivion Remastered came out to universal praise and then went hard south. That is so true. People had nostalgia-tinted glasses when it came out and did not bother to see the real issues with the remaster. If you are interested, I will leave a link to my video on the key issues of Oblivion Remastered and how Bethesda never bothered to fix these systemic issues of classic Oblivion. Here we have a thread in the Skyrim modding community about Wabajak mod lists. This person is surprised by the sheer size of some mod lists. They also complain about the performance of these lists and also express a strong dislike for the trend of lists trying to introduce Souls-like combat among others. Well, I sympathize with this person. The ideal mod list is the list you build yourself. The beauty of modding is understanding every mod that goes into your load order, getting to know mod authors who worked so hard on the mods, and interacting with the community discussing a mod. All of that magic is gone with these one-click Wabajak installers. That is why I will never download a Wabajak mod list and always build custom lists. And my recommendation for you if you are a beginner is to use online guides and create small lists. Start small, Modding a game is such a beautiful experience and you don't want to miss out. This person wants to know if it is better to add mods or experience a vanilla playthrough. We have a reply here. Play vanilla first and then learn what you like and dislike and then mod the game. I agree with this sentiment. Totally agree. This thread in the Skyrim mod subreddit is about combat mods for Skyrim. It all depends on your taste, in my opinion. If you want Souls-like combat, you have mods for that. If you want a vanilla plus combat experience, we have mods. I added my comment too with my preference. I never thought Morrowind could look this good. Wow, that looks so good, right? Holy crow. This definitely looks like Raphael shaders, which I used to. And yeah, we have a comment here. Raphael shaders is absolutely astonishing. It brings subsurface scattering to foliage, volumetric fog, and a water shader. In my opinion, it totally transforms the atmosphere of Morrowind. Highly recommended. That was the community chatter for this month. There is so much going on in the Elder Scrolls modding world, it boggles my mind. It is pure passion, guys, pure passion. Do share your comments on what we discussed today. Alright guys, we have come to the end of this week's Elder Scrolls modding news. Do share your comments and insights. If you have tested these mods, your experience will help others. Please endorse and support mod authors who give so much to the Elder Scrolls community. Thank you so much for watching, and may the divines watch over you.